very good evening and welcome to Tuesday's edition of Prime TV News. I'm Ishara Nautana. Let's look at your headlines first. Rainy weather condition to continue. Public sector salaries to be raised by 107%. Field Marshal Fonseca to support any candidate nominated by the party leadership. The scientists commend quality standards of the Aruwakalu garbage facility. Ebola drugs show 90% survival rate. First in local news today, the Met Department announces that windy and showery condition in southwestern part of the island is expected to enhance to some extent. There is a possibility for sudden increase of wind speed up to 70 to 80 kilometers per hour over the island, particularly in western, southern, Sabaragamuwa, north central, northwestern, northern and central provinces, and Trincomalee district after 2 p.m. Showers or thunder showers will occur at times in western, Sabaragamuwa, central, southern and northwestern provinces. Heavy falls above 100 millimeters are likely at some places in central and Sabaragamuwa provinces and in Gaul and Kalutra districts. The authorities have issued landslide warning alerts for several areas in the Nuwara district. According to the National Building Research Organization, places in the Ambagamuwa, Kotmale and Nuwara Divisional Secretariat areas are in danger. Meanwhile, sluice gates at the Canyon and Laksapana reservoirs have been opened with torrential rains experienced in the central hills in the country. Our correspondents reported that the Vimala Surendra reservoir is spilling. A sluice gate of the Upper Kotmale reservoir was opened. Members of 4 families of the Mayfield estate in Kotagala have been evacuated due to the danger of boulder sliding. Minister Ranjit Madhum Bandara says the salary of all government servants will be raised by 107% from January. He also said that vacancies in the government sector will also be fulfilled with the new recruits soon. The minister highlighted that no previous government has raised government salaries by 107%. He also noted that salary anomalies of the pensioners have also been resolved. Parliamentarian Field Marshal Sarath Fonseca says he's ready to support any candidate whom to be nominated by the party leadership.
අතීතයේ ජනාධිපතිවරණවල නම් සූදානම ප්‍රකාශ කිරීම සියලුම දේන් සිදුුනේ ජනාධිපතිවරණයට මාසයක් පවන තියලා.
The Field Marshal was speaking at a media briefing held in Rajagiriya today. He also said that he would never support Rajapaksas. Sarath Fonseca highlighted that in this presidential election, many parties have forgotten current issues of the country and drawn attention on nominating presidential candidates. He noted that the general public expects a strong president who can ensure safety and expedite development. He noted that he would stand by the decision of the leader of the UNP in regard to presidential candidacy. Field Marshal Fonseca said that his attitudes over the Rajapaksas have not changed and no support will be extended to them. Fonseca highlighted that if correct person would be nominated, he will be committed to that person's victory. He pointed out that if unqualified person would be nominated, that commitment cannot be expected from him. Responding to a question raised by a journalist, Sarath Fonseca said that if his name would be proposed, he would accept the responsibility of presidential candidacy. Scientists explicate the Aruwakalu project, which has been proposed to address the solid waste issue. The experts say that Aruwakalu project meets all the scientific standards, including safety measures. They were speaking at a media briefing held at the Ministry of Megapolice and Western Province Development. As the Colombo Municipal Council dumped the waste that was collected to Meethotamula site, a huge crisis resulted. The Aruwakalu project was introduced to address the garbage management issue, and more than $100 million has been invested to construct it with cutting-edge technology. The experts say hence the general public should not panic over the government's move. Chairman of the Elections Commission, Mahinda Deshapriya, says the provincial council election should be held before other elections if the country respects democracy. Mahinda Deshapriya was speaking at a media briefing held in Colombo. He stressed that nothing has been done to prevent delay of the provincial council election. The chairman pointed out that the entire parliament is responsible for not being active to avert the delay. He added that the Elections Commission is always ready to hold the provincial council election at any point of time. Mahinda Deshapriya stated that papers have been prepared to conduct either presidential or general election as well. The full price formula committee was scheduled to be convened today. Though the full price revision entity gathers on monthly basis on the 10th of every month, the committee did not sit on the 10th of this month as it was a government holiday. As yesterday too was a holiday, it was decided to convene the committee this afternoon. The price formula committee slashed fuel prices last time. The special operation to nab drunk drivers is still on. 155 drunk drivers arrested during 24 hours lasted at 6 a.m. today. The police says 8,488 drunk drivers have been arrested since the inception of the initiative on the 5th of July. The tenure of the Parliamentary Select Committee probing the Easter Sunday terror attack has been extended by 1 month. The tenure of the committee was scheduled to end on the 23rd of this month. The committee members have requested the Speaker to extend the time frame as more inquiries are need to be done. They have noted that though examination of witnesses have almost been completed, it needs more time to compile the report. Minister Ranjit Madhum Bandara states that the government does not intend to keep Samurdhi beneficiaries as receivers of government support permanently. Minister Madhum Bandara was speaking at a function held in the Badal Kumbura area. The event was organized to grant Samurdhi benefit to a number of new families in the area. The minister highlighted that the aim of the Samurdhi project is to empower the beneficiaries and make them economically sound. The minister also noted that the government has taken measures to double the Samurdhi benefit given to the poor masses. The cost borne by the government for giving Samurdhi benefit exceeds 50 billion rupees. Minister Partly Champika Ranawaka says the general public is not ready to entrust the government to nepotism again. Minister Ranawaka was speaking at a function held in Kadwala. The construction of a new building for the Takshila Pirivena of Sankapitti Viharya in Kotalavala commenced under the patronage of the minister. 10 million rupees has been set aside for the construction of the two-story building. Addressing the media, Minister Ranawaka said that the people will decide the future of the country in the upcoming elections and will not let undemocratic forces win. Meanwhile, several public representatives spoke about the presidential candidates of the upcoming presidential election. Parliamentarian Duminda Disarnayaka said that no political party will be able to create their own president without the support of the SLFP, as it holds around 1.5 million votes. Disarnayaka said that the UNP should harness support of all the leaders in the party. State Minister Buddhika Patirana said that the UNP will be fielding a strong presidential candidate as a common alliance with the support from several political parties. As the UNP-led alliance was able to field a strong candidate in 2014, this time too, a powerful candidate will come to the fore. The first fleet of S-14 power sets that was imported from China reached the Colombo port today. The new power sets will be deployed to the upcountry railway line. Each power set costs $10.3 million. In terms of Sri Lankan currency, the cost exceeds 1,839 million rupees. The ultra-modern power sets consist of 2 engines. The trains are equipped with the 2 air-conditioned, 2 second-class and 3 third-class compartments. The newly imported trains will be deployed after doing several test runs. The Railway Department requested to import S-14 power sets for the upcountry railway line as it passes through difficult terrains. The certified price stipulated for paddy will be raised by 5 rupees. Minister P. Harrison says the government's aim is to increase price of 1 kilogram of paddy to 50 rupees accordingly. Harrison was speaking at a function held at the Horopatana electorate. The event was organized to mark the opening of reconstruction of several ancient tanks in the area. The government aims to renovate around 700 small-scale tanks in the Anuradhapura district. The event was attended by several key officials, including Chairman of the Paddy Purchasing Board, Kasturi Anuradhanayaka. The biggest Sima Malakaya in the world will be constructed at the Sri Salavana Bodhi Mahaviharya in Polgolla. The construction work of the Sima Malakaya commenced with the presence of large number of Buddhist monks and devotees at the temple premises. The project has been funded by Buddhist donors. The event was graced by Chief Prelate of Askiri Chapter, Most Venerable Varkagoda Jnana Ratana Thera, Chief Prelate of Ramaknya Chapter, Most Venerable Napana Pemasiri Thera, and Anunayaka of Malwatu Chapter, Venerable Niyangoda Vijita Siri Thera. The construction work commenced amidst blessings of the Mahasangha. Speaker Karu Jayasuriya, Minister Gamini Javikram Pereira, Governor of the Northwestern Province Sarath Ekanayaka were also present at the event. 2 foreigners who were drowning in the seas of Thalalla in Deundra were rescued by the lifesavers of the Navy. A group of foreigners who were on a trip had been bathing in the seas of Thalalla in Deundra, and 2 men of them were washed off by a current. The Navy team, who had been deployed for the safety of devotees for the annual festival of Deundra Temple, promptly rescued the drowning foreigners and brought them safely ashore. Rescued persons are Russians, aged 28 and 47. Sri Lanka Navy has deployed lifesavers for the safety of local and foreign tourists. Meanwhile, Navy, in coordination with Sri Lanka Police, apprehended a person with Kerala cannabis during a raid carried out at a Pandithiripu area in Jaffna. Accordingly, Northern Naval Command, in coordination with police, had recovered 39.32 kilograms of Kerala cannabis, which was hidden in a house, and a suspicious person who was in there also apprehended. The suspect is a resident of the same area, aged 27. Further investigation on the amount of Kerala cannabis and the person are conducted by the police. Further, Northern Naval Command apprehended 3 persons with 83.9 kilograms of Kerala cannabis at Kiramala area today. And since the frequent naval raids, the drug trafficking has come to a minimum level. Veteran cinema artist Daya Vimalavira has passed away. Vimalavira had been rendered his service as a cameraman, movie editor, director and a scriptwriter. He was 81 years of age at his demise. Daya Vimalavira is a son of Sirisena Vimalavira, who is one of pioneers in Sinhala cinema. The first direction of Daya Vimalavira was movie titled Vidurugeval that was screened in 1972. Subsequently, he has produced a number of movies, including Jeevana Kandulu, Mihindum Sihina, Chaya, Rajadaru, Sujata, Mambasara Bisau. It is a salient feature that Daya Vimalavira was the cameraman of all the movies he directed. He happened to be the cameraman of the Rodi Kella movie that was directed by his father, Sirisena Vimalavira. Daya had been the cameraman for a range of movies. For instance, Patachara, Sikrulia, Harima Baduthunak, Miringua. The mortal remains are being kept at his residence at Anderson Park in Kalubovila for public respects. The final rites will be conducted at the Nadimala General Cemetery tomorrow. Now let's take a look at Biz News for the day. Vehicle Importers Association of Sri Lanka said imported Japanese vehicle prices would increase due to the Japanese yen and the US dollar appreciating against the rupee. The association also said the exchange rate of Japanese yen had increased from 1.62 to 1.7 in comparison to the Sri Lankan rupee. As a result, the price of vehicles imported from Japan would be increased in the range of 50,000 to 500,000 rupees. Therefore, a trend had been created among the depositors to withdraw money and to buy small cars for taxi services on a lease as the rates are low. The association emphasized that this new trend of investing them in cars employed in the taxi industry is justified. And that wraps up Prime News for you today. You can visit itnews.lk to be updated with the very latest. I'm Ishara Nautuna. Have a pleasant night.